Darklings, just me. We're going to do an unboxing today. If you do not know, you will know now. I love werewolves and I very much collect horror. You can see some of the stuff behind me, but this whole room is lined in horror and a very special section that's all werewolves all the time. Being 31 weeks pregnant and not really being able to go out and do just window shopping and check out vintage stores, and I just love collecting little things and going to antique stores and things like that. And I haven't been able to do that. I found a shop, it's in Georgia, and they have a Facebook page, and I'm gonna link everything below. They're called Wizards Video Games. I love them. I just really wanted a small little pick-me-up and also like something to add to my collection because with the baby's nursery being done, I'm kind of just redoing this room, and I realized that I just really wanted just a couple of things I could find for a really good price that either fall into horror or mainly werewolves. And I came across Wizards Video Games shop on eBay. They had 3 variations of the McFarlane Wetworks Werewolves, and typically those are about $20 to $25 a pop. They had them for $5 a piece. That literally meant if I bought 3 of them, I would still be getting it for less than the price of 1, which is just bonkers. Going through the thousands of things that they had just on their eBay store alone, I also found a vintage horror magazine that was only $6. So I have a whole package here that was literally like $25 for the entire package, and I couldn't not do an unboxing. 1, for the value, and 2, because they're rad-ass collectibles, and 3, because they're going to become one with this room. This is the box. Can you see it? I don't think you can. Just in case you can, it's right here. I say we open it like a werewolf, just like a werewolf should, because that's what we should do to open said box, because I said so. And hold on, I think I'm gonna have to cut some of this. I got it opened, and that must mean something. At the very end, I will do just a video of the actual, like, just clippage of everything individually. You get the box! You get all the stuff in the box! I'm so excited! I'm getting further and further away from the camera, which means it's going to get darker and darker. Let's open the magazine last. Okay, so pumped. I'm so freaking pumped. Oh, here is the box. Oh my gosh, these are humongous. I don't think you could even get a new and not vintage figure for the price that were these, and these are collectibles. These figures actually do come in collectibles of vampires and werewolves and more, and obviously I needed the werewolves for the werewolf collection, and they're badass figures. They stand on all 4 like this, but you can actually like make them on all 4 too, and they have like a real furry tail, and they come with accessories, and they're just massive. Look at the size of this werewolf. I already love it. I will also make mention that the dates are on these. These are from '95. I was 4 when these were created, and I am going to treasure them like a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old, and now a 27-year-old and beyond. What happened to packaging? Like, look at the colors and like the sound of the package, how durable and thick it is. I mean, I know things just change, but there's even foldable instructions on the bottom, and that way there's like no like bunch of papers and instructions inside. It's just part of the actual packaging, along with no collect them all sheets. Like, everything is just part of the box. Can I also just say I love McFarlane toys, first of all, but I just realized it also says ages 4 and up. Well, that's awesome because I was 4 when you made this. Okay, next up, and this one has a price tag on it. I don't know if they sold it for that for like when it first came into the shop, but like I said, like $20, and that's reasonable for an action figure or a figure of any kind. Usually they're even more, especially vintage ones from the 90s. Come on, usually they're like a lot more. So the fact that I got them for $5 a piece is still just, I'm still not wrapping my head around this madness. Something I didn't even say about the packaging. Remember when we could cut things off of things and collect them like they were collectible cards? I miss this. Okay, so we had the brown one, and now we have the light gray one. I love the gash. I love the details. I'll get a close-up like I said on these. I just love them so much, and like there are so many variations, and on the back it just has like werewolf, but there were 3 variations of them, and I'm loco for this. Okay. Okay, we have the special edition one. So we have the brown one, the light gray one, and now we have the limited edition one. What was this? I don't know. But the special edition one was actually dark gray. So this one was very similar to the light gray one, but it has additional scratches on the arms. You'll see that in the close-up. It has bronze claws and weaponry. Now let's open the magazine. They really took care of the packaging. Like, they did not have to go to the extent they did. They even, like, made sure this was all said and dandy, and this is just awesome. I want to be really careful taking this out. Oh my gosh, The House of Horror, and it's the first volume, and oh my gosh. Yes, it's a horror magazine, and like I said, horror collection and werewolf stuff. But can you read that for me? Curse of the Werewolf, say what? And we also just admire here the fact it's a first issue, that this was $1 monthly when it came out, and that it's featuring Boris Karloff, Vincent freaking Price, Psycho Stabbing, History of Hammer, George Romero interview. What the heck? I love this. I'm gonna carefully examine and take this out because there's just gonna be so much history in this, and I have to. 1978. 1978. Seriously, like $6 for this? Even the price tag says 25 on it. Like, I scored. And wait for this. Yes. How awesome is that? Look at the paper. It's got that yellowing. I'm a fool for books, and I have a lot of collector books. Horror books, especially horror or paranormal, anything weird, anything odd, and werewolves, which falls under that category anyway. Those are like my top runners for everything. These are yellowing pages that remind me of the old, like, books when the pages are just, like, happy. I call them happy pages because they look tea-stained in the corner because they're aged. They smell incredible. This is book pages. It's got the old book font. It's everything. There's, like, multiple different sections with continuation of the comic book of Curse of the Werewolf, and I am living for this. Or am I dying for it? Still shots from Psycho and everything? Oh my gosh! And ads and posters were freaking breathtakingly, creepily awesome. The Conqueror Worm from Edgar Allan Poe. That was the reference this year from the Vincent Price reference on the cover. Oh my gosh! Frankenstein! Freaking Witchfinder General! Werewolf Fact File! Comics! Curse of the Werewolf! Helsing's Terror Tales? Why we no have magazines like this anymore? Starting off with the magazine before the figures on the closer look. Oh my gosh, it's epic. Figure 1. Incredible. There's those instructions. And the backs are all the same. There's the collector's card. Closer look at this one. His tool fell out, but it's okay. You can see his tail. Our second guy. I love him so much. I love them all so much, and I know I keep saying it, but I think the third one might be my favorite, edged out by a little bit. Also, his tail is gray instead of brown. Well, silver. And then this one, he has extra gashes on his side in the bronze coloring, and instead of all gray, the weapon is wood grain with silver, and I love the bronze. And his tail is a mix of kind of both. So he's dark gray instead of light gray, and his tail is brown like the first. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. I sure did, even if you didn't. And a huge thank you to Wizards Video Games. I love you guys. Like, I can't believe that I have these things and they are mine now. They are amazingly priced. The packaging from your company is absolutely amazing. Your business rocks. So thank you so much. I will definitely probably send you this video after just so you can see how happy I am, because you need to see how happy I am over this. I've had a howling good time, and I will talk to you guys later, just saying.